And welcome to Varsity Soccer at George Daniels Stadium in Lorain, home of your Lorain Titans. And there you get a look at Rick Damachia and his Lorain Titans as they are getting set to take on the Garfield Heights Bulldogs in Lake Erie League Soccer. The Lorain Titans have their white jerseys on, and they have blue shorts. And we'll wait for Garfield Heights to come out. And they have the dark uniforms on. So they have the, looks like navy blue jersey, navy blue shorts, and the white numerals. Rick Damachia, the head coach of the Lorain Titans. As we're just about set to get underway here, Rob Polinsky with you, Joe Bach, Terry Trout here with WLCS TV 20. Glad you could join us for Varsity Soccer on this Tuesday. Standing at midfield, getting ready for Garfield Heights, is Jacob Kostel, wears number 4 on his jersey. And to the left, Zariah Pitts. As it looks like Garfield Heights is taking their time here to get their starting lineup out there. 2 40-minute halves for varsity soccer. And the Titans have their 10 players out there ready to defend. The Garfield Heights team is coached by Kelsey Kaminsky and Dave Novak. And again, Lorain coached by Rick Damachia. And we're just getting ready for the officials to give us the okay and get underway here. And we're set to begin. So Costo puts it in play for Garfield Heights. And he gets it back, double team there. And they get it ahead again. The ball is at midfield. Titans going for the steal. That is Ivan Facundo. And Facundo comes out of there with it. So Lorain with their opening possession. Luis Chavez loses it. And Chase Chappell for Garfield Heights gains control momentarily. Neither team really with an advantage yet early on here in this first minute of play, as they just kind of turn the ball over back and forth as they try to play it ahead. That's Alexi Chavez for Lorain. That gets it ahead to Peyton Love, and it's out of bounds. It'll go to Garfield Heights. You're going to have to bear with us on the Garfield Heights roster. They elected to go with the old alphabetical roster, so it takes a minute to try to find everybody. Actually, it's probably going to take a game to find everybody, but we'll work on it. So Garfield Heights with it. That is Costel. And he's the one who started this match. Passes ahead again, Lorain in white and Garfield Heights in navy blue on this, well, sometimes sunny, sometimes overcast, sometimes rainy Tuesday. I think we've experienced just about everything today. Putting the ball in play is Zapata for the Lorain Titans. Passes it ahead, and he'll get it to Reggie Johnson. Johnson back to Zapata. And they'll play it ahead. Lorain with their best rush so far. Neither team has had a shot on goal, but it looks like that could change here as Johnson from the left side shoots and scores. That was Isaac Chavez Castaneda. And let's see, did we have an offsides there, or are they going to count this goal? Yeah, offsides on Lorain, so take the goal off. No, they're showing the goal up there. Okay. So we believe it's no goal.
Yeah, if it was a goal, it would be.
Yeah, they'd have it at midfield, right? I got you. So we await the goalie for Garfield Heights to put it in play. And now we do have the scoreboard corrected, so it is no score. Indeed, it is offsides, thanks to Terry Trout and Joe Bach for their expertise in these matters. The Titans played ahead, and with the shot, it was blocked, and coming out of there with it is Ivan Facundo, and Facundo is going to put it in play. As Facundo is going to have the side in here from the right side. And let's see if the Titans can get a shot on goal here. Looks like he'll be replaced with this corner kick. It is going to be Michael Watley. He is a senior, 6'2" senior. And Watley will right foot it towards the center of the net, and the Titans kick it over, and that'll be Garfield Heights possession. So the Lorain Titans with a record of 4-7 in the 2022 season. Thank you very much. Garfield Heights trying to keep possession, and Lorain putting the pressure on, get the steal, and they've got a shoot and a score here as scoring the first goal of the match, Reggie Johnson. Reggie Johnson scores. So Lorain with a 3-0 lead, 3:07 into the first half. Johnson scores, and the Titans take a 1-0 lead. So Reggie Johnson with the score. He is a junior, 5'8" striker. And the junior puts the Titans on the board 1-0, and set to put the ball in play is Jacob Costo for Garfield Heights. Costo gets it back. His pass is going to be intercepted and then taken right back out here from Jayon Drake. Jayon Drake had it. Garfield Heights, who has boys and girls, it's a combined team for the Bulldogs, and it's stolen away here. Here comes Facundo, and then he'll lose it, and Garfield Heights will get possession back. As it went out of bounds, Jayon Drake will play it in for the Bulldogs. He is a sophomore. So Jayon Drake looking to throw it in. Gets it to Sarai Bolton. And it's going to be stolen away now for the Titans. It's Peyton Love. Peyton Love from the left wing. Goes in, puts it up top to Daniel Devine. Devine with a pass ahead, and it's going to be played by the goaltender for Garfield Heights. He'll kick it as far ahead as he can, but back there on the back line is Jacob Rivera for Lorain, so the Titans keep possession. Rivera with his pass ahead as the Titans are on offense, and with it is Alexi Chavez. Alexi Chavez driving in, and he's going to shoot and score. And the Titans take a 2-0 lead from Alexi Chavez. So the Titans take a 2-0 lead here at the 4:38 mark of the first half. As again, we play two 40-minute halves in varsity soccer, so with 35-22 remaining in the half, Lorain takes a 2-0 lead, as you see right there on your television screen monitor. Titans with a 2-0 lead. Again, Rob Polinsky here with you on WLCS TV 20, along with Joe Bach and Terry Trout, as we bring you varsity soccer from George Daniels Stadium in Lorain. And again, this field was made over a couple years ago, courtesy of the Cleveland Browns with their donation, and boy, it just looks tremendous. And it's so great that they can play all these sports out here now, since they have the turf. And plenty of use this facility gets, there's no doubt about it. There's a pass ahead, running it down is going to be Facunda. Ivan Facunda trying to give Lorain a 3-0 lead, but he plays it too far in front, and the Bulldogs goaltender is able to get it. Pass ahead to Jacob Costel. He's a sophomore. And he'll get it ahead to Jeslian Batista. Batista loses control, and it's Alexi Chavez with it. We get a whistle, and it's going to be Garfield Heights possession. As we've played almost 6 minutes of the first half, Lorain with a 2-0 lead. Goals from Reggie Johnson and Lexi Chavez. Costel set to put it in play for Garfield Heights. The Bulldogs yet to have a shot on goal. The pass ahead went off of one of the Bulldogs, that was Amari Ruffin who couldn't come up with it. And it's run down here for the Titans. So the Titans set to put it in play. And they do so. And it's passed ahead to Isaac Chavez Castaneda, who had a goal earlier, but it was negated because Lorain was offsides. And now Castaneda on the left side, 2-on-2, loses control, and I believe it'll be the Bulldogs with possession. Let's see here. And it'll be kicked out of bounds. It'll be Garfield Heights with it. As they'll play it down 2-0. They're still looking for their first shot on goal here early on. Titans with 2 goals. The 3:07 mark, Reggie Johnson, and the 4:38 mark, Lexi Chavez gives the Titans a 2-0 lead. Titans get the steal, and now another excellent opportunity to score, but they can't because they were offsides. So offsides on that play was Michael Watley. Coach Demakia giving him instructions out there where to be. And Titans, again, have it, but it's taken back. And a Chase Chapel for Garfield Heights trying to run it down, but it's stolen away by Reggie Johnson for Lorain. So the Titans with possession as Johnson goes deep in his own territory and marking him right there, stride for stride, is Chase Chapel. Johnson gets by him, though. And he'll pass ahead. Knocked away. Bulldogs try to play it. And now Lorain will just send it into the Bulldog end. So they'll come out and play this. Garfield Heights goaltender picks it up. And he'll send it straight ahead. But the Titans are there defensively. As again, the teams kind of trade the possessions here. And it will be Chavez Castaneda with it. Isaac Chavez Castaneda. His pass ahead, run down by Peyton Love. Peyton Love on the left side shoots, and he'll score. Peyton Love gives Lorain a 3-0 lead from the left side. And he did that at the 9-minute mark. And Lorain with a 3-0 lead. You get a look there at Peyton Love. He is a midfielder, 6'1", and a senior. Peyton Love wears number 5 on his jersey. Coach Demakia with congratulations, and he'll come to the bench. As the Titans, they have some extra players on the bench. It looks like they've got 4 young men in addition to the 10 that are out there on the field. And Garfield Heights, looks like they may have 1 extra player over there on the bench. So see how that goes throughout the game. Titans with a 3-0 lead. We'll play it ahead. And we're going to get offsides on Lorain. So the Lorain goaltender ready to play this. Kicks it as far as he can. Jacob Costel is there for Garfield Heights, but he's marked there defensively by Lorain, and the Titans get a steal. It's Cepeda with it. It'll go out of bounds, so the Bulldogs will get it back. Putting the ball in play is Jeslian Batista. She's a sophomore. Again, Garfield Heights with a co-ed team, playing an all-boys team from Lorain. Again, Garfield Heights to put it in play. And for the Bulldogs, they whistle, and Ball went off one of the Garfield Heights hands. That's Amari Ruffin, a freshman. And now here's a long pass ahead, trying to run it down is Michael Watley. Watley out in front of the defense with an opportunity here. Shoots, and that one is blocked, and it's blocked wide. Nice job by the Bulldogs goalie to keep it 3-0 and keep that Watley shot out of the goal. But it will be a corner kick here for Lorain. And doing that will be Ivan Fasunda. He's a 6-foot freshman. Plays it ahead. Ball is kicked ahead and right back to the Garfield Heights goalie. So Daniel Devine could not put that through. And Lorain up 3-0. Pass ahead to Costo went off his foot and out of bounds. It should be Lorain possession here. As we're about 11 and a half minutes into this first half. Lorain Titans with a record of 4-7 under Coach Rick Damachia. They've got the white jerseys on. They're on defense right now. The blue numerals on the back of those white jerseys with the navy blue pants, or shorts, I should say. And Garfield Heights, they've got the dark uniforms, dark shorts, dark shirts, and the white numerals. Both members of the Lake Erie League. Teams trade possessions here as they try to gain the advantage. And running it down for Garfield Heights was Gabriel Cobb. Got it to Isaiah Cruz. That's Isaiah Cruz with the soccer ball. And he'll left-footed ahead, trying to get it to Costo. And Costo had it knocked away, stolen by Reggie Johnson, who was the back line of defense. So if Costo could have gotten that past Reggie Johnson, then Garfield Heights might have had their first shot attempt of this first half, but they were unable to do that. So TV 20, Joe Bach and Terry Trout, again bringing you varsity soccer as they do all kinds of fall sports and activities between soccer and volleyball and football at all levels. As the fall sports season, believe it or not, is about halfway through when you consider we're just about at the end of September, and most fall sports anymore are done before you even get to November. So we're about halfway through the fall season, if not a little more. Pass ahead is going to be stolen away. Isaac Chavez Castaneda for Lorain. Come ahead. And the Titans now with an opportunity to take a 4-0 lead. And coming in and shooting too high and over the crossbar is Isaac Chavez Castaneda. So the 5'8" sophomore midfielder put a little too much on that one. And it went over the crossbar. And out of bounds, it will be Garfield Heights possession. Coming in for the Titans for the first time is senior Aaron Smosny. 5'9" senior center back. Comes into the lineup for Coach Damachia. And Garfield Heights, Gabriel Cobb plays it back to his goaltender. 3-0, Lorain with the lead. 14 minutes in half number one. Played out of bounds as we have a substitution coming in for Garfield Heights. Just checking into the lineup for the first time is Latricia Lowe, a junior. Drayden Drake is also in there now. Drayden Drake wears number 21 on his Garfield Heights uniform. Lorain with possession, but it was knocked away, and then Castaneda with a steal. Castaneda will shoot and score. So the goal is good, and Lorain leads it 4-0 as Castaneda scores. And that happens at the 14:38 mark of the first half. Joe, are you impressed that I can do the math backwards there for the half to give you the time? You can't say in soccer and hockey, you can't say with 25-22 remaining in a half. That's not how they do it.
That's right.
You say, so you have to. I thought you might be impressed with that.
Always impressed with
Titans lead 4-0. as we're about 15 minutes into this first half. Castaneda gives them the goal. Let's, as we wait for them to put this in play, let's kind of recap the scoring for you for just joining us. Lorain took a 1-0 lead, 3:07 of the first half. Reggie Johnson with the goal. And about a minute and a half later at the 4:38 mark, Lexi Chavez made it 2-0. 9 minutes into the first half, Peyton Love gave Lorain a 3-0 lead. And just a few minutes ago, it was Isaac Castaneda, to make it 4-0 at the 14:38 mark of the first half. So Titans with the comfortable advantage, 4-0 here. As they look to play it ahead. With it is Facundo. Facundo's going to get it back on a give and go. Nicely done, and good job there with a save from the Bulldogs goalie. Comes out, another shot goes in. It's up and in, and putting that through off the post is Daniel Devine. So Devine, the 15:50 mark, makes it 5-0 Lorain. And it's 5-0 Titans. Costal, ready to put this in play. Sends it back, gets it again. Jacob plays it back for Drayden Drake. Garfield Heights trying to get some offense going here. They don't have a shot on goal yet. And haven't really applied any offensive pressure to this point against the Titans. Haven't had a lot of ball possession in this first 15 minutes as they trail 5-0. Smosny runs it down for Lorain, and he's going to shoot, and that one is going to go across the left side and out of play, out of bounds. It will be Garfield Heights possession. Aaron Smosny with that shot. Played ahead, and it's will be Lorain to inbound. Alexi Chavez plays it. Jacob Rivera had possession momentarily for Lorain, then lost it ahead to Jayon Drake. Drayden Drake has it taken away by Zapata. Romero Zapata with a pass to Facenda. And unable to get the shot off. It was Facenda, but he gets the rebound and puts it through. So Ivan Facundo with the goal, and Lorain leads 6-0. As we are at the 17:50 mark of the first half. So Ivan with the rebound puts that in. And it's 6-0. Rick DeMacchia's team as he brings in some substitutes coming in. Garfield Heights, again, trailing 6-0 as we are approaching the halfway point of half number one, 2 40-minute halves. We're 18 minutes into the first half. As the Titans on the offensive end, as they've been for much of this first half. Smosny with his pass on the left side. And coming out is the Garfield Heights goaltender. And he does a good job of keeping that possession and keeping Lorain from scoring another goal. Again, the goalies just wear those long sleeve shirts with no numbers on them, so not sure who the goalies are for either team. The Lorain goalie, he's a lonely individual out there. He hasn't faced a shot to this point. That might be the first time we've had him in camera view. And coming up with it is Devine, keeps it in play for the Titans. So Lorain with the possession. Up 6-0. Smosny now with it. As Garfield Heights scrambles to get back defensively. Pass ahead on the right side to Zapata. And it will come out now. Lorain with possession. Zapata with it. Cross field with his pass. And shooting, and that one is denied. Peyton Love had his shot blocked. Peyton had a goal earlier. Peyton scored the third goal of this match about 11 minutes ago. As Lorain leads it, as you see on the screen, 6-0. Titans have it. Smosny from the right side, being checked by Drayton Drake. The shot is blocked away. And let's see who's going to have possession here. It'll be Lorain. So Titans with the side out and putting in play is Luis Chavez. To Smosny. Smosny with the pass that's stolen away from Garfield Heights. Devine keeps it from going out of bounds for the Titans. Plays ahead. Peyton Love there on the left side with it, trying to get possession, but it's taken away from the Bulldogs, and coming out of there with it is Isaiah Cruz. Back to Peyton Love. Love pulls it back. That's Alexi Chavez with it. To Peyton Love. The shot will be blocked away. An easy save there for the Garfield Heights goaltender. And even though Lorain has scored 6 times, I haven't kept track, but I'll bet you the Garfield Heights goalie has saved that many shots. At least. As Lorain has been all over him here at the offensive end. Chase Chappell lost control of it. Devine comes out of there with it for Lorain. Now it's played back. Jeslian Batista gets it ahead to Costa. Jacob Costel with a pass ahead on the right side. Trying to run that one down, but unable to get it before it went out of bounds is Latricia Lowe. So the Titans will put it in play from midfield. And inbounding will be Chavez. Throws it ahead to Peyton Love. Back to Chavez. Ahead to Love. And I think the Titans were offsides. Guys, am I getting that offsides called down or what? I'm telling you what.
Offsides expert.
Rob Polinsky along with Terry Trout, Joe Bach here, WLCS TV 20. Glad you could join us for high school soccer. As you're watching this, if you're on Spectrum Cable, 1025, our YouTube channel with nearly 3 million views streaming live. You can check out Lorain Schools TV 20 on Facebook for all your entertainment and informational needs, and follow us on Twitter at LCS_TV 20. Check out that YouTube station. It's Lorain Schools TV 20. So Garfield Heights with possession. They trail 6-0. We've got 17 minutes remaining in the first half. And now the goalie for Garfield Heights will put it in play. And believe that they were out of bounds, so it'll be Lorain's possession from midfield. They quickly want to get it in before the defense can't set up. And it's stolen away by Drayden Drake of Garfield Heights. Drayden Drake right at the Lorain Titan emblem. Devine went for a sliding tackle. And Divine's able to get the possession back for Lorain, but then it went off the foot of Drayton Drake out of bounds, so Divine wants to put it in play. And again, throw it ahead before the defense sets up, but it'll be the Titans kicking it towards the Garfield Heights goalie. And I believe that hit the hand of one of the Titans. Hey, young man, we don't have a 23 on our roster. We'll try to find out who that is for you at halftime. Been playing pretty extensively here in the first half for the Titans. Garfield Heights goalie tying his shoe. We're just about set to get back underway. Ball's put in play. Lorain immediately steals it, and they regain the possession. And with it is Michael Watley. And this kick will go right to the Garfield Heights goalie. So Garfield Heights, again, will try to put it in play. And, again, I don't have them taking a shot on goal in this first half. They haven't had possession very much. But now with it is Amari Ruffin. Ruffin loses control. Under 15 minutes to go in the first half as the sun comes back out. And Michael Watley gets it ahead to Peyton Love, and offsides Lorain. Give it back to Garfield Heights. Substitution coming in for the Bulldogs as kind of limping off the field is Jesley and Batista. Hopefully she's okay. Coming back in for her is Jayon Drake. Coach Kaminsky there looking at Batista, seeing if she's going to be okay or not. Rick Damachia, head coach of Lorain, and for Garfield Heights, it's Kelsey Kaminsky and Dave Novak. Jacob Rivera, Leo Chavez, and Isaac Chavez Castaneda all returned for the Titans. Aldo Zapata, Peyton Love come out. And also the young man that wears number 23 on the back of his Lorain Titan jersey. Kick was out of bounds, so it'll be Lorain's possession here. As they lead 6-0, we have not had any goals scored in the last 10 minutes. Lorain's 6 goals all happened in the first 18 minutes of the first half, as they scored quickly and often to take this 6-goal advantage. For the Titans, Alexi Chavez set to put it in play from midfield. Ahead to Michael Watley. Battles for it, and he'll send it ahead. And off the head of Castaneda. Castaneda tried to get it to a teammate. As the ball kind of pinballs around here from close range. And it looks like coming out of there is Smosny for Lorain. Smosny trying to get it to a teammate. It's going to come back out to Jacob Rivera. Rivera from the right side. Now his pass knocked away. Smosny, though, kicks it ahead, and it's going to be played by the Garfield Heights goaltender. Comes out of his net and plays that one to deny Lorain a scoring opportunity. 12 minutes to go first half. Lorain leads 6-0. And it's going to be played ahead. And coming out of here with it are the Titans. And it's Reggie Johnson up the left side. Johnson to Rivera. Rivera, the pass and shot was into the net, but I don't think they're going to count this. Or the official blow his whistle. And that's the second time tonight that they've taken a goal off. So it'll be with 11 minutes to go in the half. Garfield Heights still trailing 6-0. And from the right side shot, and it's going to be wide left. Missing the mark there is Leo Chavez, a 6'1" senior. It'll be Lorain who put it in play. And the shot will go put in, and scoring is Michael Watley. So Watley at the 30-minute, 20-second mark of the first half. And that's 7 different Titans that have scored a goal here. So they have 7 goals from 7 different players. Watley, the latest one, and that was 12.5 minutes after their last goal. So by far, that was the longest they had in between goals, and they lead 7-0 with 9:41 to go until halftime. Costal from midfield looks over the Lorain defense as he gets set to put it in play. And it'll be played back to the Garfield Heights goaltender. And the goalie with Titans coming towards him plays it ahead. And Lorain's able to steal that. And they're going to send it right back to the Garfield Heights goaltender, who again sends it ahead in Zapata for Lorain. Tries to get it ahead to Jacob Rivera. Rivera will go to Smosny. Aaron Smosny from the right side. Back to Rivera. Rivera with a shot on goal, and that's going to be over the crossbar. So it'll stay 7-0, and Garfield Heights will put it in play. Sarai Bolton for Garfield Heights wears number 6 on her jersey. There's a shot from Devine that will be run down by the Garfield Heights goaltender. Sends it ahead. And back here to play it for Lorain from the back line of the defense is Reggie Johnson. Jacob Costal for Garfield Heights, but Reggie Johnson will pass ahead to Rivera. Rivera up the right side, one-on-one with the Garfield Heights goalie. He'll shoot, and it is a pass cross field, and putting that one in for the Lorain Titans is Isaac Chavez Castaneda. So Chavez Castaneda is the first Lorain player to score 2 goals, as it's now 8-0 at the 32-17 mark of the first half. So congratulations to Castaneda. Where's number 22 on the back of his jersey? Nice pass from Jacob Rivera. And it's 8-0 Lorain. Going to be a change in goal here for Garfield Heights, as the goalie was Omar Colon. He was the goalie. And they're going to replace him with Chase Chappell. So Chappell will go back to play goal here, and he'll relieve Omar Colon. Chappell, a sophomore. Colon, a senior. As we are under 7 minutes to go in half, Lorain leads at 8-0, and Smosny will put it in play once the goalie situation is taken care of, as the young man puts on his uniform, gets his gloves going there with that long sleeve shirt, and I think we're just about ready to get back underway. Smosny will throw it in, gets it into Rivera with 6.5 minutes to go in the half. Lorain out in front, 8-0. Now back at midfield is Reggie Johnson. Johnson surveys the defense. His pass will be intercepted by Gabriel Cobb, who sends it out of bounds. It'll be Lorain to have the side in here. Jacob Rivera. Back to Devine. Devine looks it over. This pass to Smosny. Smosny from midfield. Gets it back to Reggie Johnson. He's checked there by Jayon Drake. And from the left side, it'll be played ahead, but now coming out to make the play is Chase Chappell, who is the new goalie. Chappell sends it out of bounds, so it will be Lorain to set up the offense, as we're down to just a little over 5 minutes to go in this first half. It's been all Lorain. They lead 8-0. Isaac Castaneda with 2 goals is the only multi-goal scorer in this one. 7 different Titans have scored the 8 goals. Reggie Johnson, Lexi Chavez, Peyton Love, Isaac Castaneda, Daniel Devine, Ivan Facundo, and Michael Watley have all got on the scoreboard tonight for Lorain. As Garfield Heights has yet to have a shot on goal, they trail 8-0. Coming back to get possession is Ramiro Cepeda, just a freshman, ahead to Daniel Devine, a senior. And Aldo Zapata tried to play that for the Titans, wasn't able to get there in time, a freshman. Smosny has it knocked away by Drayden Drake, and Drake with a good steal. We'll get it to Zariah Pitts. Titans keep it in play. Leo Chavez, a senior. Jacob Kostel knocked off the ball. Reggie Johnson gets the steal. And Zapata from the left side. He has it stolen away from him by Latricia Lowe. Smosny coming in with a 2-on-1. Had it knocked away. Good job there defensively. Sarai Bolton knocked it away. As Garfield Heights doing a good job defending at their end, trailing here. Denying the Titans a shot opportunity here on these last couple of minutes. It'll be the Titans playing this one in from midfield. And going to throw it in is going to be Reggie Johnson. 3 minutes to go in the first half. Titans lead it by a score of 8-0. They scored at the 3:07 mark of the first half, and they haven't looked back. For Garfield Heights, getting a steal out there, it's going to be Latricia Lowe. as both teams try to get possession, and the Bulldogs kick it out of bounds. Jayon Drake kicked that one that time right off of his teammate Amari Ruffin, and that had to go out of bounds. Titans with 2:25 to go in a half. Keep applying the pressure here on the Garfield Heights end of the field. Johnson plays it ahead. And there's a pass that's knocked away. Good job by Bolton, Sarai Bolton from Garfield Heights. Again, Lorain, this is a boys varsity match, and Garfield Heights has a co-ed combined team with boys and girls on their varsity team. And it will be out of bounds to Garfield Heights. Originally, this was scheduled to be a boys-girls doubleheader, but Garfield Heights canceled the girls game, and it's pretty obvious that what they've done is combine their boys and girls teams into one team. Batista looking, wants to get in on under 90 seconds to play in the half. Now coming in for the first time, not as a goalie, but just out there for is Omar Colon, number 13. We saw him at goal for most of this first half, and now he's out here playing for Garfield Heights in the field. That's him. They'll send it ahead. Jacob Costel battling for it for Garfield Heights. And it's kicked out of bounds with under a minute to go in the half. Titans with possession. We're out front 8-0 on the left side. Alexi Chavez. Chavez over to Jacob Rivera. Rivera right foots it, and it's knocked out of there by Cologne and out of bounds. Half a minute to play in the first half. So the Titans lead 8-0 as both teams are getting close to the halftime intermission. Leo Chavez will try to give Lorain one more scoring chance here. 15 seconds to go in half. Chavez back to Devine. Devine, 5 seconds to go in half. They got to hurry. Chavez from the right side. He runs it down. He'll send it towards the goal, and that is going to do it for the first half. We have played one half of varsity soccer. Our score at halftime, it's your Lorain Titans 8, Garfield Heights nothing. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with the second half of action right after this timeout. You're watching Varsity Soccer on WLCS TV 20, home of Lorain City Schools Television.
What kind of Titans are we? This is a question we have to ask ourselves every day as we walk these halls. In Lorain City Schools, we are passionate about kindness. We believe one simple act of kindness can start the movement that changes the world around us. As a school, our positive behavioral intervention and support approach, or for short, PBIS, model is rooted in kindness. Our goal as a school is to increase our students and staff's kindness to self, kindness to others, and kindness to our environments. When we increase kindness in our school, we will decrease the behaviors that interfere with the positive environments we want in every school in our district. Let's see what that looks like in our buildings. The expectation of kindness in our schools starts the moment you begin your day. Upon entering classrooms, it is important that we remember to be on time, be prepared and have technology and supplies ready, be engaged and maintain a clean classroom. Our tightened expectation to be kind to self, kind of others, and kind to our environment extends to the hallways, in our restrooms, in the main office, in the cafeteria, and on school transportation. Our staff will be here to model, teach, and reward positive behaviors with the goal of creating a school culture of kindness. That's because the common expectations are designed to be the standard in every classroom and every school in Lorain City Schools. Titans, we know you can do this. Let's show the world what kind of Titans we are. What kind of Titans are we? This is a question we have to ask ourselves every day as we walk these halls. In Lorain City Schools, we are passionate about kindness. We believe one simple act of kindness can start the movement that changes the world around us. As a school, our positive behavioral intervention and support approach, or for short, PBIS, model is rooted in kindness. Our goal as a school is to increase our students and staff's kindness to self, kindness to others, and kindness to our environments. When we increase kindness in our school, we will decrease the behaviors that interfere with the positive environments we want in every school in our district. Let's see what that looks like in our buildings. The expectation of kindness in our schools starts the moment you begin your day. Upon entering classrooms, it is important that we remember to be on time, be prepared and have technology and supplies ready, be engaged and maintain a clean classroom. Our tightened expectation to be kind to self, kind of others, and kind to our environment extends to the hallways, in our restrooms, in the main office, in the cafeteria, and on school transportation. Our staff will be here to model, teach, and reward positive behaviors with the goal of creating a school culture of kindness. That's because the common expectations are designed to be the standard in every classroom and every school in Lorain City Schools. Titans, we know you can do this. Let's show the world what kind of Titans we are.
And welcome back as we get set for half number 2. Lorain out in front by a score of 8-0. Rob Polinsky here with you along with Joe Bach and Terry Trout with WLCS TV 20. Glad to be bringing you varsity soccer on this Tuesday night as the Lorain Titans look like they're on their way to improving to a 5-7 mark overall in 2022 as they have an 8-0 lead. As we await the start of the second half, we can recap for you a little bit. 3:07 of the first half. These are unofficial. Reggie Johnson with a goal to make it 1-0. At 4:38 to go of the first half, Lexi Chavez made it 2-0 Lorain. 9 minutes in the first half mark, it was Peyton Love with a goal to make it 3-0. Isaac Castroneda, his first of 2 goals, 14:38, made it 4-0 Lorain. Daniel Devine, a minute 12 later at the 15:50 mark of the first half, 5-0. Ivan Facundo, 2 minutes later, made it 6-0. And then it took about 12.5 minutes to score. It was Michael Watley at the 30-minute, 22nd mark of the first half to make it 7-0. And our final goal of the first half at the 32:17 mark of the first half, Isaac Castaneda, second goal of the day, 8-0 Lorain. So the Lorain Titans out in front by that 8-0 score as we play in the second half. Rivera for Lorain, Jacob Rivera right there, battling with all those Garfield Heights defenders. And it's going to come out to Alexi Chavez. Gets it ahead to Leo Chavez. Leo Chavez from midfield sends it in. Samari Bolton there defensively for Garfield Heights. Omar Colon, who we saw in goal in the first half, is now wearing number 13, and he's out at midfield for Garfield Heights. It's Jacob Rivera from the left side. His pass is going to be kicked away. Nice job defensively. Isaiah Cruz got in the way of that one. So from midfield, Michael Watley will play it, and he'll send it ahead. And on the left side is Alexi Chavez to Jacob Rivera. Rivera. They'll play it back. And on the right side, that is Leo Chavez sending it in, and Omar Colon will send it out of play for Garfield Heights. So Lorain will put it in from the side. And triggering the offense is going to be Alexi Chavez, a 5'6" senior striker. With the corner kick. And gets it ahead. But Titans aren't able to get a shot on goal. Now they do. It went over the goal, so it's not a shot on goal technically. That was Leo Chavez who put it over the crossbar, and it'll be Garfield Heights possession. And now Chase Chappell, who we saw come in to play the goaltender position for Garfield Heights late in the first half. He remains as goaltender here as we begin half number 2. Rick Demakia is the head coach of the Titans, and for Garfield Heights, it's going to be Kelsey Kaminsky and Dave Novak sharing those coaching duties as Cologne is set to, I should say, Chappell. Caleb Chappell is going to send it ahead for Garfield Heights, I believe. Although now coming back to play the ball is Nautica Davis, a junior. Nautica Davis kicks it ahead. And Lorain's able to get the possession. That's Chavez, Lexi Chavez. And Amari Ruffin with a steal for Garfield Heights. Back to Chavez. The shot on goal, and it's going to be knocked away. And a nice save there for Chase Chappell. You see Chase Chappell there running that down. Nice look at the American flag and at George Daniel Field on this sun-soaked Tuesday night. And we're going to get a corner kick here for Lorain. 4 minutes into the second half. No scoring in this half. Lorain leads at 8-0. So they battle for it right in front of the net. Lorain comes out of there with possession. And Devine then trying to regain possession for the Titans. Garfield Heights obviously trying to deny him a shot here. And from the right side, it's Leo Chavez. And he'll play it back to Omar Colon. And it will be Lorain possession. No, I guess it's Garfield Heights possession. We've played 5 minutes of the second half as the Titans lead at 8-0. Colon is going to be marked there by Luis Chavez. Titans trying to get possession back. Colon's going to head it, and he runs it down before it went out of bounds. But it's stolen out there from Ramiro Cepeda for Lorain. To Devine from the middle of the field, sends it wide of the goal. Corner kick for Lorain. It'll be Leo Chavez. Leo sends it ahead. And here comes a shot that's blocked out in front of the net. Another shot that hits the post. And missing that is Alexi Chavez. So the first shot was blocked, and then the second one hit the post. Alexi Chavez again will send it towards the goal, and this time it goes right into the hands of Chase Chappell, the sophomore goaltender for Garfield Heights. So nice job by the Bulldogs denying that time. Chappell doesn't get much on the kick, so he tried to send it ahead, and it's going to be taken away by Peyton Love. Jacob Rivera, left side, will send it towards the net, and that one is knocked away out front. For Garfield Heights, playing that soccer ball is Isaiah Cruz. Cruz is a junior. I don't have Garfield Heights with taking a shot on goal yet. And now Jacob Costo with it at midfield. Costo, with this might be the furthest penetration Garfield Heights has had tonight offensively. And Garfield Heights will have possession here as Costo's going to play it in. Let's see if the Bulldogs can get a shot here. We played a little over 7 minutes of the second half. No scoring in the second half. It remains Lorain 8, Garfield Heights nothing. As Jacob Costo set to toss it in. Does so to Colon, went off Colon's foot. And it's taken away from the Lorain Titans. And it's going to be whistled dead. And we'll see who gets possession here. And they'll play it in from just about midfield. So the Titans with possession. And it is sent ahead. That's Colon back there defensively. He'll head it ahead, and now he'll keep possession. So Colon trying to get Garfield Heights into the offensive zone. Nice footwork here by this young man. Gets it ahead to midfield, trying to pass it to Costo. Can't do so. And making a play back there is Reggie Johnson, who was not the goalie in the first half for the Titans. But Reggie Johnson comes in, and he played that one ahead. Amari Ruffin trying to run it down for Garfield Heights, can't. They get it back to Johnson, the goalie. He'll play it ahead. Peyton Love coming down the left side. Love. And knocked off the ball that time was Luis Chavez, a freshman. Back to Daniel Devine. Devine on the right side to Zepeda. Back to Devine. As we've played nearly 10 minutes of the second half. And Ruffin kicks it off one of the Titans, and we've got a young man out there for the Titans who's shaken up. That ball was kicked hard by Ruffin, and it went right off of the Lorain Titan player. So we're going to hopefully this young man is okay as they stop the clock with 30 minutes, 28 seconds to go into this match as the trainer will come out. And hopefully that young man was just shaken up a little bit. Coach Damaki out there as well. And now the young man sitting up as we take a look at some of the fans in attendance tonight. And now onto his feet, which is a great sign. It's Michael Watley, who is the 6'2" center, had a goal in the first half. Michael Watley is going to come off the field. And again, hopefully he'll be all right. But Amari Ruffin hit him in the head from close range with that ball. And it was hit very hard. And I'm sure more than anything else, just kind of surprised Watley, shocked him. As he now walks off. And again, the Lorain High trainer will take a look at the young man. And we should be back underway here shortly after the referees make sure that we have everybody set and they say start the clock, and it is back underway. So Devine will send it ahead for the Titans. And the play now will go back towards the Lorain offensive zone. And they get it ahead to Luis Chavez, who had it kicked away out of there by Nautica Davis, out of bounds. So it will be Lorain with the side in as we are 10 minutes into the second half. Shoot, and there's a score. First goal of the second half for the Lorain Titans, as that is going to be Alexi Chavez. Alexi Chavez, a senior, with his first goal, or I'm sorry, second goal of the night. Alexi Chavez with the goal here. And it gives Lorain their first goal of the second half, and it gives them a 9-0 lead. So Alexi Chavez makes it 9-0. Second goal. So Alexi Chavez and Isaac Castaneda, each with 2 goals apiece for Lorain, as they lead 9-0 as they get the Titans situated out here. Jesley and Batista, who was shaken up in the first half for Garfield Heights. Great to see her back out there at midfield, back in the game wearing number 5. You see her there defensively. And again, like I mentioned, she was shaken up in that first half, so it's good to see her back out here. Now for Lorain, Eric Whitaker, who was the 6-foot goaltender, and he was a goaltender in the first half. Now Eric Whitaker is on in the front here for Lorain. Whitaker wears number 16 now, and again, he was the goalie in the first half, and he has been replaced in goal by Reggie Johnson. So Garfield Heights with possession. Again, they're still trying to get on the board here as they trail at 9-0. Running it down is Gabriel Cobb. And then Cobb lost possession. Samari Bolton right back to Cobb. As Lorain again has it deep in Garfield Heights territory. Smosny for Lorain, seeing action for the first time in the second half. We saw him in the first half, is out there. He'll run it down, back by midfield. Sends it ahead, and they're going to play it to Isaac Chavez Castaneda. Ahead to Aldo Zapata, a freshman. Zapata is out there battling with it with Isaiah Cruz. 13 minutes into the second half. 9-0 Titans. Titans with one goal in the second half as they had a comfortable 8-0 lead at half and not looking to pile on here. They just trying to play this one out. Much less aggressive once they got that comfortable lead. And Alexi Chavez set for the corner kick. Chavez will send it, and we have a whistle and a stoppage in play. I think they'll redo that. So again, with the corner kick is senior striker, 5'6" Alexi Chavez. Chavez gets it to Daniel Devine, and it's wide of the net, wide right. It should be Garfield Heights possession, I believe. Taking a look at some of the fans that have made it here. Checking things out from Lorain. Cologne with it. And he tries to get through the Lorain defense if possible. Omar Cologne, who again in the first half, for most of the half, was the goaltender, is out here, and it's knocked away. And Devine will play it ahead. And the shooting and scoring for the Lorain Titans is Luis Chavez. So Luis Chavez with his first goal of the night, and that makes it an even 10-0 Lorain. So we await Garfield Heights to put this back in play as they trail at 10-0. And they'll get it reset. It's Eric Whitaker defensively for Lorain, and the steal Devine. He'll get it ahead to Whitaker. Whitaker up the right side. Passes ahead, and Garfield Heights is there defensively. But Whitaker trying to outrun it. Does so, puts it back in play, and it's going to get knocked away by Isaiah Cruz of Garfield Heights. And the Titans will play it from midfield. Ahead to Cologne. Cologne sends it up the left side. Smosny for Lorain will send it back deep into the Garfield Heights territory. And it's kicked out of bounds, so it will be Lorain's possession. Whitaker will run it down to throw it in. Rick Demakia's team 4-7 this year, 9 freshmen on this roster. So it looks like a lot of youth. And they also have 7 seniors. So it's basically freshmen or seniors. There's a couple of juniors and 1 sophomore. But the 12th graders and the 9th graders basically comprise this team. Titans with it, up 10-0. Devine with a shot, and it's going to be just over the crossbar and out of bounds. So it'll be Garfield Heights possession. And running back to retrieve that one is the goalie, Chase Chappell. That's Chappell going back to get it. And Omar Colon was the goalie for most of the first half. And then Chappell relieved him. First half for Lorain, it was Eric Whitaker, who never faced a shot on goal. And now replacing him in the second half was Reggie Johnson. Johnson did make 1 save. Colon, as Zapata tried to steal it away from him, was unable to do so. Now it's played back to Johnson, who is way out of his net. See him running up. Reggie Johnson trying to go the whole way to here down the right side. A 2-on-1. Nice move by Johnson. Kicks and scores. Reggie Johnson with his second goal. That was well done. At the 18:30 mark of the second half. So Reggie Johnson makes it 11-0 as the Titans have scored 3 goals this half. And now he'll go all the way back to play the goalie position. Joe Bach, Terry Trout, you guys ever seen that? The goalie come all the way out and go downfield and put one in? Joe Bach says he's never seen that. And if Joe's never seen it, I know I haven't. Cologne for Garfield Heights again, trying to get them on the board. They trail 11-0. Last thing they want to do is to be shut out here. But Eric Whitaker will put it in for the Titans. Actually, it's going to be Garfield Heights possession. So the officials change it and give the Bulldogs possession. Cologne from Costal, back to Costal. Costal's kick. And it went right to a defender of Lorain, and coming out of there with it is Chavez. That is Alexi Chavez. And if it sounds like I'm saying Chavez a lot, I am. There's 4 of them on the roster for Lorain. Coming up the left side is Luis Chavez. And he'll have it knocked away and kicked out of bounds that time, Gabriel Cobb. As we just go over the halfway point of the second half, Lorain mass substitutions. Yeah, no doubt. A line change. You're right, Joe. Just like in hockey. Is coming in Jacob Rivera, Peyton Love. Also coming into this lineup now is Ramiro Zapata, who we saw earlier. Michael Watley is back in, and nice to see Watley in there. That's the young man who was hurt earlier, and he was shaken up when he was hit in the head with a soccer ball, and it's good to see him back out there. So obviously he's okay. 19 minutes remaining in this one. Titans out in front 11-0. They scored the first goal of the match at the 3:07 mark of the first half. Reggie Johnson made it 1-0, and that would be all they would have needed tonight, at least to this point, because, again, they are shutting out Garfield Heights. Take a look at some of the people in the crowd here. As the Titans up 11-0 are going to kick it out of bounds. It'll be Garfield Heights possession. For the Bulldogs, putting it in is Latricia Lowe. And it's going to be Lorain with it. To get it ahead to Devine. Devine sends it ahead. And that one is kicked out of bounds. It'll be Lorain. Possession. Watley sends it ahead. And for Lorain, it's Ramiro Zapata, who's going to play it back. Watley to Jacob Costel for Garfield Heights. Costel now might have a chance. Costel, we had a whistle. And I thought Jacob Costel might get an opportunity there. But Lorain got back defensively. And with the stoppage, it'll be Garfield Heights to put it in play. Jacob Costel, a sophomore, wears number 4 on his Garfield Heights jersey. Sends it across the way. Drayden Drake has it. And now Titans come out of there with it. And we're going to get a whistle and a foul on Garfield Heights as they went to try to get a steal. And getting knocked down was Zapata. Good sportsmanship there between Zapata and the young man for Garfield Heights, Isaiah Cruz. Helped each other up there. Watley to send it ahead for the Titans. And that one will go wide of the net. Nobody down there for Lorain, so it'll be Garfield Heights possession as we are under 16 minutes to go in this varsity soccer match. Lorain leads 11-0. Lorain with their boys soccer here at 4-7 for Coach Rick DeMacchia. And Garfield Heights has combined their boys and girls teams as there's several girls out here for Garfield Heights. And now Cologne for Garfield Heights looks at that Lorain defense and trying to find a teammate. But it'll be Lorain that keeps possession. And with the possession is Leo Chavez. Gets it ahead to Peyton Love. And it'll be out of bounds corner kick for Lorain. And we have a young player out here for Garfield Heights who is shaken up. Trying to find out who this is. And it is Amari Ruffin, and his left knee is what he's holding. Hopefully he'll be all right. I think, guys, we might want to take a timeout for this. So let's take a timeout. We've got 15 minutes remaining in this contest as they're going to take a look at Ruffin. We'll take a timeout. Our score, it's Lorain 11, Garfield Heights nothing. You're watching Varsity Soccer on WLCS TV 20, home of Lorain City Schools Television. And we're back. Hopefully, Mari Ruffin will be all right. as the Titans put it in play. And they'll send it ahead. This will go out of bounds. It'll be Garfield Heights possession. Again, it's 11-0, and if you're just joining us, Lorain had an 8-0 lead at half. They have scored 3 goals in the second half, and to recap those, at 10:50 of the second half, it was Alexi Chavez making it 9-0. 15 and a half minutes to at the 15:30 mark of the second half, Luis Chavez, 10-0, and with 18:30 mark of the second half, it was Reggie Johnson, made it 11-0, and the interesting thing about that is Reggie is the goaltender. He'd come way out to play the ball and then just kind of ran ahead and beat the defense and got a shot on goal and put it in. And you don't see that every day in soccer. Watley plays it back for Lorain. He'll play it to Johnson, and Johnson will send it ahead. And the Garfield Heights team gets it away. Cologne on the left side will get it ahead to Latricia Lowe. And it's taken away. Smosny for Lorain with it. So Aaron Smosny from midfield gets it ahead. And Jacob Rivera is going to outrun the defense. Jacob Rivera from the left side. He's going to get a shot on goal, and it goes over the goal crossbar. And it will be Garfield Heights possession. Boy, Joe Bach, there's somebody that you would like out there. The Pittsburgh Pirate umbrella. How about that? You know what? I might have to talk to that person because I went to a Pirates game last year. I got an umbrella, and it didn't make it out of Pittsburgh. You know, I sat it down to buy a beverage, and we had 4 guys and 4 umbrellas. And when I came back, I had 4 beverages and 3 umbrellas. Somebody, I have a missing umbrella. Went back this year, Joe, and I got a Brian Reynolds bobblehead.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's a nice stadium.
a really nice stadium.
They're going to lose 100 games this year.
They lose 100 games every year, Joe.
I know. We're hoping that they win, but it's going to happen again. Well, you know, they say consistency.
They are consistent. Jacob Rivera with it. Jacob Rivera is going to send it towards the net, and it's just wide of the goal. And with 12 and a half minutes remaining in the match, Lorain still leads 11-0. As running back to retrieve it is the goaltender, Chase Chappell. Chappell out there. Right in front of him is Omar Colon, who, again, in the first half was the goalie. And Chappell was playing in the field, and now they've switched positions this half. Smosny with the steal for Lorain. Gets it ahead to Devine over the right side, and it's knocked away by the Garfield Heights defense. Sorry Bolton played that ahead for Garfield Heights, and Lorain now will, with the side in, play it. Aaron Smosny with Bolton, and coming out of there with it is going to be Latricia Lowe. Lowe gets it back to her teammate, Isaiah Cruz. Smosny will get the possession back for Lorain. Left side, Jacob Rivera. Rivera with the shot, and it goes through the hands of the goaltender, Chase Chappell, and that's going to be a goal for Jacob Rivera, the freshman. So Rivera with his first goal of the night. At the 29-minute mark of the second half. So Jacob Rivera makes it 12-0. Costa set to put it back in play. So Lorain with their 4th goal of the second half after an 8-0 lead at halftime. They now lead 12-0 with under 10 minutes to play in the match. Smosny kicked ahead by the Titans. And it'll be Peyton Love. Pass on the left side, Jacob Rivera coming up. Rivera looking for his 2nd goal, and he puts that one wide of the net. Bulldogs play it ahead. Smosny there. Some of these younger Lorain Titans getting a lot of time in the second half. And that's one of the advantages you have when you've had a lead throughout. Reggie Johnson back there to play it for the Titans. Really the only question that's been for quite a while now is, will Lorain get a shutout, or is the Bulldogs going to get on the board here? So Garfield Heights still looking to get a goal. It'll be Costa to throw it in front of his bench. And tries to play it ahead to Omar Colon. And he gets knocked off the ball by Peyton Love. And again, they'll throw it in. Love goes back to get it to Watley. Now the Garfield Heights, well, thought they had a chance, but knocked off the ball. Well done, and Rivera is going to come up with it. Rivera had to go out of bounds off of a Garfield Heights defender, and that was Isaiah Cruz. So it should be Lorain throwing this in. We're going to get substitutes coming in for the Titans. Is Eric Whitaker back in. Also Luis Chavez and Aldo Zapata. These young men all come in, and all 3 of these young men are freshmen. Zapata will throw it in. Zapata. And it's stolen away there by Isaiah Cruz. Garfield Heights. Zapata gets it back. And it'll be Garfield Heights here with the possession, I believe. Nope, it's going to be Lorain's Leo Chavez. Sends it ahead, and it's kicked out of way. They're out of play, out of bounds from Gabriel Cobb, the senior for Garfield Heights. Leo Chavez to inbounds. To Devine. Devine with a good shot on goal, and it's defended well. And getting the save is Chase Chappell, the goalie from Garfield Heights. So Chappell's able to get the save. Zapata has it for Lorain. His pass ahead, Cologne's going to get it. Zapata in front of the net. Gets it to his teammate, Ramiro Zapata. And it will be out of bounds here as we're getting closer to sunset here. It's just after 7 o'clock. Peyton Love goes to retrieve the ball. And with the corner kick here for the Titans, it's going to be Leo Chavez, the senior, 6'1". Knocked out of there by Cologne for Garfield Heights. Peyton Love with it. Love trying to get around the defense. Can't do so successfully. And it'll be Garfield's possession. Lorain out in front 12-0. They led 8-0 at half. 5 minutes to go in this match. Costa. They get it ahead. And coming out of there with it, Leo Chavez to Zapata. Freshman knocked off the ball. And going back to retrieve it is Devine for Lorain. Daniel up the left side, tries to get it to the center of the net. And it will be the Garfield Heights Bulldogs playing it ahead. And Watley comes up to keep it going. Watley is going to send it towards the net, and that one is going to be saved by Chappell, the goalie for Garfield Heights. Throws it ahead. And with it now for Garfield Heights is Jayon Drake. We got a whistle and a stoppage. Getting ready to play. This is Omar Colon, the senior. Again, he was the goaltender for most of the first half for Garfield Heights. Colon plays it ahead to Jesley and Batista. Back to Colon, and now it's stolen away by the Titans. But Isaiah Cruz for Garfield Heights missed on the kick. Goes back to save it from going out of bounds. He and Zapata battle for it. And the battle for the possession still going on, and Colon comes out of there with it for Garfield Heights. Colon had it kicked out of bounds by Watley, and it'll be Garfield again with possession as we are down to 3 minutes to play in the match. So Garfield Heights continuing to try to get on the board here, as they're going to try to get it into Costa. He does come up with it, and now Garfield Heights with a scoring chance. Costa with a kick, and he comes up wide right. And he's a little disappointed with his effort there as it went wide right, and he'll be helped up here, Michael Watley. Nice sportsmanship by this young man from Lorain, as Watley is able to help up Costa, who Jacob Costel couldn't come up with that. Now Garfield Heights will play it ahead. It's taken away from the Titans. Whitaker back defensively, battling for it, and Whitaker gets the steal for Lorain. Pass ahead. Peyton Love running it down. Boy, good hustle by Love all the way down the right side. He pulls it back out, gets it to Devine. Back out to Louis Chavez. And kick will go way over the net, as straight ahead was Leo Chavez, but he put it well over the net. And that will take us down under 2 minutes to go in this one. Joe Bach, a man of many talents. He's running the cameras. He's taking pictures with his cell phone. And Terry Trout, what isn't he doing? Oh, there you go. You got a rainbow going there. That's what I was wondering what you were doing. I told you, we saw like 3 of the 4 different seasons of the weather just today. I'm telling you. So Cologne will kick it out, and it will be Lorain's side out. As once they get this in, we're going to basically have just a little under a minute to play. So the Titans will put it in, and it's going to be Daniel Devine. Gets it out here to Leo Chavez. 40 seconds to go. Chavez with a shot, and that's going to go over the crossbar and out of bounds. Yeah, over the rainbow, exactly. But that is pretty impressive. So going back to retrieve this is Chappell. Cologne has it. 10 seconds to go. Pass ahead. Whitaker whiffs on trying to kick it. And Garfield Heights will play it ahead. And with that is Jayon Drake, and that is going to do it for the match tonight. So the Lorain Titans go to 5-7 overall with an impressive 12-0 win over Garfield Heights. The Titans with an 8-0 lead at halftime. They comfortably took that 8-0 lead. They scored 4 goals in the second half to win it by a score of 12-0. And again, you see as both teams are going to go out here and shake hands. Lorain in the white uniforms and Garfield Heights in blue. But Lorain with that 12-0 lead. And again, it was scoring. It was Reggie Johnson, then Lexi Chavez, Peyton Love, Isaac Castaneda, Daniel Devine made it 5-0. Ivan Facendo 6-0. Michael Watley and Isaac Caneda with the second goal of the half made it 8-0. Hey, there I am. And Rob Polinsky here with you again with Joe Bach and Terry Trout. Glad to be here with you on TV 20 for boys, I should say for varsity soccer, boys for Lorain. And Garfield Heights had a combined team with the boys and girls. 4 goals in the second half. It was Alexi Chavez making it 9-0. Louis Chavez 10-0. Reggie Johnson second of the goal, 11-0. And then freshman Jacob Rivera with his first goal of the match, and that made it a score of 12-0. So congratulations to Rick Damachia and his Lorain Titans as they win it by a score of 12-0. And I believe that's just going to about do it. Wrap it up for us here from George Daniel Field in Lorain. For Joe Bach and Terry Trout, this is Rob Polinsky. Thanking you one more time for watching varsity soccer. And the final score tonight, it was your Lorain Titans 12, Garfield Heights 0. You've been watching varsity soccer on WLCS TV 20, home of Lorain City Schools Television. Good night, everybody.